Hello and welcome to another ladder game. Let's see what we've got here. Progress. Let's or practice. Let's play something twice per hand. Progress when you gain a card, put it onto your deck. Rustic Village is our thing. So on a 5/2, um, Tormentor seems good as my first 5. Um, there's draw, there's village, so we can do both things. So Tormentor lets us get some imps into play early on. Imps should be nice cards. Then we pick up a Rustic Village and a Masquerade, presumably, and work our way from there. Probably we want one or two Root Cellars just to do stuff, and those will work well with the Imps. But pretty happy to take one Masquerade here, and then should be able to pick up Village next turn. It's guaranteed that I hit 4. I even hit 6, but honestly, Village is the best thing. Practice does not give me plus buy. Otherwise, I could get 2 imps, which would be fun, but pass them in a state. Hopefully, I don't collide all of my terminals here, but it kind of appears as if I'm going to do that. We'll discard 2 to draw 1. I think I decided I would take a Root Cellar here. Gives me another terminal for this imp to hit. Nice. So I can mask here. I think I'm just gonna torment. I can torment and then practice a mask to trash 2. Get to the end of my shuffle. Or do I just want another village? I think this is kind of a bad shuffle for me here. I'm gonna practice the mask. Get to the end of the shuffle. Okay. This turn I kind of need to get a what? Kind of need to get a village. So that'll be my main goal. Imp can play Root Cellar, Mask, Tormentor. Get a nice hit in there. Okay. As I said, I'm pretty sure I just need to get a village. And then next turn I can consider getting a Wild Hunt or Galleria or something else for payload. Okay. Don't. We'll here try to find our Masquerade. We didn't. Progress is in play now. So whatever we gain is going to gain to the top of our deck. So we could just play the Tormentor and buy a village to the top of our deck. We're getting a lot of hits in with this Tormentor. So yeah, because we know Progress is playing our villages to the top of the deck, we're pretty happy to just buy a village in turns where we know we have a draw card on top, and then this turn we'll probably buy like a Wild Hunt. We'll play the Mask now. What's down there? A Tormentor and a Village. So I think we should probably pass here and buy. Like Galleria is a good payload card. Is there a Windfall thing? No. Maybe. Gain 3 golds to the top of my deck. I don't think I want to gain them to the top of my deck. If I play Root Cellar, I think I'm just gonna gain a Wild Hunt as a draw card. That is not. And I've got 3 villages and 3 terminals. So I don't really want to play the thing unless I have to. Um, no, I think Galleria is just a really good payload. Okay, they've double villaged. Discard 2 to draw 2. Yeah, unfortunately, the card I need, yeah, it's just Wild Hunt, right? So it gives me a plus buy, so I can buy 2 things that cost 3. I can buy a Rustic Village, and I can buy a Silver if I want. Put them both on top of my deck. I suppose I will do this. With the Masquerade around, you don't need to get, like, completely thin, or you don't always want to get completely thin, because stuff like this happens, and then you want to make sure you can pass coppers. My opponent seems like they're very thin now. So there's 6 coppers in the trash. I've got 4 or 5 of them. Although now I have a curse, I can pass them. Okay, we'll do this. Okay, I do kind of need to play this Root Cellar, unfortunately. But I guess I have tons of money now. Ooh, they emptied the villages, which could be a bit annoying. Okay, so Galleria lets me get a plus buy when I gain something costing 3. Windfall just gives me 3 golds, which doesn't seem like it does a whole lot for me. And I only have 4 villages, and I have Masquerade, Galleria, Tormentor. So we do have a terminal slot. The question if I want to take on debt, like if I want to buy a Root Cellar, and then I can't Windfall if I buy a Root Cellar. Like buy a Root Cellar, buy a Wild Hunt, just to get my deck in more control. And then not always play the Root Cellar if I don't have to. And probably have to give up a silver here. It's slightly below. Envious is -2. Oh, gold and silver don't do much. I guess I pass a silver if I have to. I'm not happy about it, but it was pretty unlucky to not draw a copper. I mean, it was moderately unlucky. 4 coppers and 17 cards. And they've gotten all the way thin. We'll see if they do a Windfall. They do. Having the only Wild Hunt feels pretty good to me. I don't think I have enough draw. What do I have down there? I have Root Cellar, Imp. Okay, I should have enough draw to draw through. Okay, and we'll mask. Give them a curse. They give us a mask, which is fine. Give them another copper, and we'll trash this curse. And play the rest. So there's a world where we can practice. We can practice this Galleria. But we don't have any buy. Okay, that does not work. Okay, do we want to Windfall ourselves now? Actually, they had 3 golds on top. It was pretty lucky that they drew it with. Oh, they drew it with a Masquerade. I see. I think I'm kind of okay taking 1 more Wild Hunt and just having the control over the Wild Hunt pile. And then picking up payload next turn, and then I can always get the bonus points from Wild Hunt. They drew Rustic Village, Masquerade, and 3 golds. I guess their deck is small. That's not that unlikely. So I cannot buy actions this turn, which is bad. So they're going to province here, certainly. They are not. A Root Cellar province, okay. Draw. Okay, we'll pass a copper, see what they give us. Okay. We passed them a copper. They gave us a copper. So if we pass them a copper, we just get a copper back. It's not that useful. I way overdrew here. It's a nice hit, and maybe I should have played that before I played the Masquerade. So I just take a province now and know that I'm behind in payload, but my deck is more reliable and I've got these wild hunt things, and I do hit 8 in most scenarios. When do I not hit 8? When they do things. Do I just get a pair of idols now and trust on that, like finish trashing, get a pair of idols, start giving them curses? I'm just worried that one of the boons hexes will cause me to miss 8, but I think I need to take province. And honestly, I don't know what I do here. I think I have to pass the Rustic Village. I think I have to. I have to pass the Tormentor and cry. Because I only have 4 villages and they have 6. Okay, well, we'll play the Masquerade now. Actually, we'll play the Wild Hunt for cards. Come on, find me the other Wild Hunt, please. I'll pass them a copper and see what they give me. A Root Cellar. A card that I don't even want. Pass them this estate. And then, honestly, do we want the Tormentor or do we just want an idol? Because an idol gives them... I get like 2 idols, and hope I can mess with their deck control. That just doesn't seem reasonable to me. But I'm good on terminals, like I'm low on terminal space, so just really unfortunate that I didn't draw any of the things I would have drawn. Oh, I could have trashed. Honestly, I could have trashed. I could have passed them back the Root Cellar. Don't. Cards. Okay. This is going much better this round. Okay. We'll play the Wild Hunt. Okay. Right. Okay, we don't have the... Okay, we'll see what they give me back. I might kill one of these Root Cellars. I only need one in the deck. Oh, there's my Tormentor back. Thank you for that, I suppose. Tormentor. Galleria. Idol. I take the Seed's Gift. That is 1 card now. Okay. So I can take an Idol and just slow the game down a little bit. And start giving them curses, or I just, resume provincing, which feels bad, but is what it is. I am lucky to draw a copper here to pass. Let's see. There's 1 estate and 4 coppers out in the world. And my opponent had a pretty unlucky dud last turn. Well, discard. Ooh, let's discard those. Imp. For cards. My opponent did take a Wild Hunt at some point, right? I'm not crazy about that. Yeah. So I think I'm going to take points here. And probably then I need to play a Root Cellar for draw. We'll hold off on that, I guess. We'll play the Tormentor first, see what I give. Locusts. Okay. So they're out of Masquerades? Is that true? No, they still have 1. Root Cellar. Wild Hunt for the points. And then here we give it a state and get back a copper. I only want one Masquerade in the deck. I'm pretty sure. I took the Moon's Gift, which does nothing. This was less than ideal. So I have 8, 10 money. Do I just take an idle? Do I take a root cellar? Take a gold? So I take one more gold just to make sure I province every turn. But I feel like with my 7 VP chips, I'm in pretty good shape here. Top decking 2 coppers is quite bad. I will play this root cellar to start. Okay, well, got to win there. Feel pretty good about it. Root cellar was okay as the thing. The events there were pretty interesting as well. So we'll find a new opponent here for our next game.